to build a structure for chemical addiction treatment. And you know, I had a son that was chemically addicted. I know how it goes when you get into jail and you get off your medication and you need to get back on your meds, but also mental health treatment, because antidepressants and medication for addiction, it's all intertwined, because a lot of addicts start self-treating themselves. So, you know, sometimes they try to treat themselves, make themselves up, sometimes down, and we need to be able to, when they come into our jails, recognize that there's a contributing cause to why they're coming to our jail. So there's the detox center there. The next building on our left is the communication center. And then, of course, the police department there. The lights are on up there in the gymnasium. I'm not sure if they let them use the gymnasium. And then, we're not going to see the front, but this is where we bring prisoners in. Just going to show you how this works. Usually if I flash my red lights, they'll let us in the door here. They'll assume I'm bringing a prisoner in. And the door will open. And you'll see all these squads that are here. Not going to take you into jail tonight, but we will do that another time. But there's a state trooper. Right there, you see that door that says intake on the right? And you'll see lockers for the guns. That's where we take the prisoners in. We used to take juveniles in here too and keep them separate, but now all juveniles go directly to the juvenile detention center. They're not even processed here any longer, just to keep sight and sound separation from adults. And you'll see these squads. So these are the number of squads booking prisoners, and inside there, that door that you saw is a place. So there's 4 squads here with prisoners, and they're able to write their reports in there, give DWI tests, interview people if necessary. And then right above us, what we did is, when we built this jail, and I was the sheriff when we built it, right above us, this Sally Port is a target range that we do all our qualifications. So the noise doesn't affect anybody because it's above the garage. And we try to qualify 8 times a year with a variety of different things. We qualify shooting straight, but also with gloves, with in the dark. As I pull up to this door, it should open up. This is called our Sally Port. And the garage ahead of us there is the Sally Port, or the entrance for detox. So that's where we're at. And on the back side, I'm just going to turn around real quickly for you. Most of you probably have not been down here, but
that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Or if you were down here, it was from the inside. This tall 6-story building right here that you're looking at now, you can't really see the whole building, but it goes up 6 stories. That is our jail. There you go, Joe. Thank you for tipping that up there. You know, even before the George Floyd incident, you know, the last year and a half, we've been researching all sorts of different options and tools for officers, because there are a number of less lethal type or non-lethal type of weapons out there. You call them weapons, but obviously the taser, actually long-term mace is never, where's your car, Joe?
In the back lot.
Back lot. Mace has never really hurt anybody, but
Like I say,
there's bolo wrap, the new thing that wraps people up. So there's a variety of new techniques out that we're exploring so we don't have to have any deadly encounters. No one really wants that. You know, but if you have a person with a knife, you know, here's the thing: when you respond to a call, if everybody knows who has what tool, then if a person gets out of a car with a knife, you'll have a tool there to deal with that won't require deadly force. You're not always going to have that, but if you have time to plan ahead and you know who's trained in what, you know, it saves it. Where's your car? This way?
All the way around.
Now, I want you guys to say goodbye to Joe Miller. He's got to be back early in the morning. And, but he is one of the smartest guys we got when it comes to tying all this up. And we're going to have him again. We're going to go over some of the other murder cases that are pending trial. Pay attention to the, you know, the Jones case that's in trial. And you'll probably hear about how our analysts figured out who the van was. But some great piece of work. I'm not going to let them see what kind of car you got there, Joe, but thank you so much.
It has been a pleasure.
Pleasure, yeah.
Much fun.
You can call Pat Scott when you leave here.
Well, I had some big shoes to fill, so hopefully I did as good as Pat.
Yeah. You did great. You did great. You're a great partner. I felt safe with you out there.
Well, thank you.
That's the important thing.
Thank you.
Felt safe with you out there.
All right.
All right, we'll do this again.
For sure.
You'll be the weekday partner.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, bud. Thank you.
Be safe, Sheriff. Thank you.
Thanks. Somebody just asked about a curfew. Yes, there technically is a curfew, and unfortunately, there hasn't been any enforcement for a number of years. When I was sheriff the first time, we set up a curfew center, so we had a place to bring kids, and then we called the parents to come and get them. But most of those initiatives disappeared. I'm not exactly certain why. It's something that we're exploring right now as a tool to get control of the streets, but the curfew in each city is slightly different. Ramsey County does have its own curfew, but basically for people under 15, 14, it was 10 o'clock, and for 15, 16, 17-year-olds, it's midnight, unless you have a permission from your parent to be somewhere. But yes, curfew is an a valuable tool in actually getting people off the street. You know, we would like to do more of that. Let me just see what else.
Can I have another squad associate tonight?
Somebody asked me why I don't wear a full duty belt. Sometimes I do. In my car I have everything I need: cuffs, mace, etc. I take the tool that I think is necessary for that time, but and obviously I'm not a fan. People are asking about defunding the police. I'm clearly not a fan of that. About defunding the police. What else?
Information info squads on a medical at 983 Marnie Street South for a 90-year-old male conscious of breathing, abdominal pain at 2352.
All right, just trying to read some of these things. I'm not going to tell you what kind of squad. I've already had several people follow me to calls, and they're all good people. Some of my good friends, actually. Mike and Anna have been there a couple times, but not everybody's so honest. There are some gangsters that I know on this video feed. Sometimes they make comments and give themselves away, but no sense in giving all the pieces together. So this is the back side of the jail here. gonna see if I can
There's
tip
one in custody at St. Joe's.
the
Can you send a St. Joe's squad?
tip the camera up a little bit.
Are you code 4? Copy code 4. Copy 26.
I don't know how that's gonna work. Guess we're as good as we can get. We tried to buy this gas station here when we built the jail, but they would not sell except for
St. Joe's. There's 2904 that's requesting a St. Paul squad. They have one in custody.
unbelievable amount of money they wanted for it.
Around 5. Yep. She called back requesting you guys return. She started yelling, hurry up, he's fighting me, he has a knife.
Alright.
Copy. You still got her on the line. Tell her, go out the front door.
That's at
She just
952.
connected, but we can try a call back.
952 East Minnehaha. We
Yes, please.
will run over there.
Well, that sounds. Highway number 5. I've also left notes for you in the call as well.
Unfortunately, our road looks blocked there. Not good. Woman's being threatened with a knife at 952 East Minnehaha.
Two and 3 on the 23 block.
Area.
2355.
Well, those guys are obviously not going to the call. My turn there onto Arcade, which I did not want to do.
04. Go ahead.
Doesn't happen very often,
Where
but
do you want the St. Paul squad to meet you? ER entrance, please. Copy. Entrance.
Copy. Do we know what the issue is out there?
Arcade's got this early
I'm guessing
turn
it's for
here.
a transport. They have one in custody.
Copy.
2357.
A lot of homeless out here this year in the summer. Not good.
213.
Can you confirm the address? We're not finding a 296 Sherburne.
Copy.
All right.
Disturbance from the vehicle either.
Back on track here.
Go to the back for 2137 Sloan Street for a loud party.
44, we go back from the PD.
Yep, we're in conflict. See that
Copy, do you want me
flashing,
to just record
that
call back? I'm
flashing
sending
light
a
up
spirit.
there? Tells us there's a squad. That
My
flashing white
apologies.
light tells us
Report.
there's a squad that's coming from a different
Copy, I'll
angle.
show you in route.
Actually, he probably already went through.
894, Chris, what is this?
2358.
And here we are. Two squads in front at 9:52. Go to the rear.
$2364. 2364. Can you take me off the board? I'm having computer issues. Copy.
How's it going? Did you hear any fighting next door? Did you hear any screaming next door?
49 traffic.
Yelling?
1299.
Alright, thank you. That's the party at 9:46.
Charles and Albert, great Toyota, no plates.
Charles and Albert with a gray Toyota, no plates, 2359.
I hear some loud talking.
2904, your case number is 031988.
Sounds like some male party's trying to explain his way out of getting arrested. So, last thing you want to do is have all the squads run to the same point. Doesn't serve any purpose unless they say they need another backup. However, I'm going to turn the car off for a minute so I can hear better. All right, I'm back. I walked to the front. They were negotiating a domestic up front. A little bit of alcohol involved, but they said they were all good. A little bit of screaming. It's all good. So I'm going to stay in this area for a little bit because it's not unusual down here on Earl and Beach to have some gunfire exchanged.